I'm Mary Van Heukelom with Above and Beyond Cancer, and welcome to a short lesson on strength building. Hey friends, we're gonna move our body so we can improve our heart health and our bones and our muscles. So we're gonna start just a gentle walk in place, get the blood flowing, and as you're comfortable, you can pump your arms more if you want, bring those knees up a little higher, whatever is feeling comfortable for you. After we do this for a little bit, we're gonna try some side steps, nice and easy. Reach a foot out to the side and bring it back. If you want to bring a little bit of upper body into that, you can do a little punch out. So we're getting a little bit more blood flowing as we're gonna introduce some really great strength building here in a little bit. You're gonna want to spend up to 2 to 3 minutes in a warm-up and maybe longer if you feel like you haven't been moving much throughout the day. So after we do a little warm up, we're gonna get ready to get our lower body exercising. So I invite you to find a sturdy chair and you're gonna sit down onto the chair to the middle front of your chair. And we're gonna do what is called a chair squat. So this is a great way to build some functional strength. You're gonna cross your hands in the front. You're gonna stand up and breathe out. And we're gonna do this 10 times. And if you feel like starting out 10 is too much for you, then you can start with shorter reps and build that strength over a period of days and weeks. So we're gonna do 5 more together. And I want you to think about breathing out when you stand up and inhaling when you sit down. And when you stand up, try to stand all the way up and think about that long posture when you stand up. Nice, you may feel your heart rate getting up a little bit more, which is great. Now I invite you to pick up what you're gonna use for your weights. And we're gonna do what is called a bicep curl. This is going to be good for our upper body muscles, our bicep muscle. And we're gonna stand with our feet underneath our knees and hips and anchor our elbows to the side. We're gonna take a curl and breathe out. Inhale at long arms. Exhale when you curl. We're gonna do 8 more of these for a total of 10 reps. So again, as we lift weights, this is good for our muscles and our bone density. It's also good for our brain health and blood flow. We're gonna do 3 more of these together. And 1 more. Nice. As an option, you can always choose to be in a chair during your weight segment as well. Now we're gonna work another muscle group, primarily the back of our arms, and we're gonna use 1 weight. So we're still gonna stand with our feet under our hips and grab this weight at one end. You're gonna bring the weight up towards your head, bring your elbows by your ears, and then lengthen the weight towards above your head. We're gonna breathe out when the weight goes up, and we're gonna inhale when the weight comes behind us. Again, our goal is 10 reps. And if you need to start with less, that's fine. And then as time goes on, we increase our strength with doing more reps. We're gonna do 4 more together. 4, 3, breathing out when you lift. 2, last 1. Good job. We're gonna safely bring that weight back down and then set it down. Now we're gonna focus on some shoulder strength. I invite you to bring your feet all the way together and then still keep that long posture. Lift up through the crown of your head and feel your core engaged. Imagine as if you're making a giant letter T with your arms, and then bring your arms back a little bit. You might start to feel a stretch here in the front of your shoulders and also your chest. Then let's try to point our fingers to the ceiling. You may feel a stretch now along your wrist. And imagine as if you have a pen at the end of your wrist and you're drawing teeny tiny circles. And we're gonna try to draw 10 circles in one direction. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, left, and we're gonna go the other direction, real small movement with long arms. So really reach out through the end of the palms. 2 circles left and relax. Wonderful. And we're going to do another shoulder move. So we're gonna use a hand towel. Again, our feet are underneath our hips. We're gonna bring our towel at our legs. And I want you to think about inhaling through your nose. You're gonna bring the towel up to the ceiling as far as you can go without pain or pinching. And then as you bring the towel back down to your legs, you're gonna breathe out through your mouth like you're breathing through a straw. Inhale, reach up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, breathe out. Friends, continue to do that. Match your range of motion with your breath. Inhaling, reaching. Exhale, breathing out. So this move is going to help us with our range of motion, good quality of life to be able to reach and extend, stretching our back, our shoulders. And as we focus on our breathing, we're supporting our immunity and our lymphatic flow as well. Let's do 2 more together. Reach up, inhale, and exhale and fold. Lovely. Our next move is going to be about balance and also shoulders. You can use the side of a chair to help support you initially. At your feet, you could start off standing staggered feet. And if you want more of a challenge, you could bring one foot in front of the other, like you're standing on a balance beam. Bring your weight a little bit towards your back foot and try to feel the strength of your glute muscle. When you're ready, you're going to bring your hand off the chair, palms are going to face each other, and you're going to open up your palms as far as you can go, again, without pain or pinching in your shoulders. So now we're working on our shoulder health as we're also working on improving our balance so we can prevent falls. We're going to do 2 more of these openings here. Good job, friends. Now we're going to let our elbows stay at our side, and we're going to try to raise them up to about shoulder height. And then I want you to feel the muscles in your stomach and see if you can pull them in towards your body more. So we have an active core as we're working our shoulders and working our balance. Inhale when elbows are to the side, and exhale when you bring them up. All right, now we're gonna switch feet. You can use the chair for support, and you can change your feet. One in back, the other one in front. We're gonna lift through our posture and the crown of our head. Bring that weight to the back of your foot, elbows to the side. Let's open up. 5, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, nice. Now we're gonna bring those elbows up again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we've done a short sequence for our legs, our biceps, our triceps, shoulder, and balance. So we're gonna do that one more time to get a little bit more rep and strength building. So we're gonna come back to our chair. We're gonna be seated towards the middle front, wiggle on your sit bones, cross your arms, stand up, breathe out. And again, remember, we're gonna try to stand all the way up. Think about lifting through the crown of the head, long and strong posture. And if this is feeling any kind of knee discomfort, sharp knee pain, you want to stop this move and be sure to talk to a doctor or physical therapist about that. 1 more rep. All right, we're going to go back to our bicep curls. I am going to show you an option if you prefer to be seated in the chair with your bicep curls. You can be here, elbows at the side, and curl and breathe out. If you want to stand, do that again. And we've already done 4 reps together. So that's 5 more. And again, as you feel stronger, you can add more reps as the days and weeks go on. All right, let's set that one weight down, and we're gonna work on those tricep muscles again. And I'll show you from seated position. You can hold that weight at one end, bring the weight up, the elbows stay by the ears, and we're gonna extend to the ceiling. Inhale behind your head, exhale to the ceiling. And again, we're aiming for 10 today, and it's okay if you do less, and it's also okay if you wanna do more. Know your body. 4 more left, strong core as you do this. Make sure you're not hyper curving at your low back. All right, that's our last one. Let's bring that weight down, and then friends, we're gonna work on our shoulder circles again. We can also do that from the chair. Just remember to sit on your sit bones and lift through the crown of the head, and also choose to stand if you like. Make your T, fingers up, real small circles. So here we're working on our shoulder joint health, and really reach out, think about long arms, trying to take the bend out of your elbows, and then change the direction of those circles. And be sure to keep breathing through your nose with your diaphragm. Relax that. Now we're gonna stand up and we're gonna do our balance move again. So again, you can use the chair to help you ground yourself. Either stand staggered or heel to toe. Lift through the crown of your head. Palms face each other. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's switch our feet. Left foot in back, right foot in front. Strong core. Get your balance and open up. So strength building is so important. Anytime you feel sharp joint pain, you do want to stop that move. Let's go elbows up. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to end with our towels in one little stretch. So we're going to grab our hand towels again and work on our breathing in that shoulder range of motion. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Think about standing tall and with a strong core. Overhand grip on your towel. Reach up, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Let's go 3 more of these together. And breathe out. 2 more. Nice. Hopefully you feel your heart rate up a little bit more and your muscles moving. Body's getting warm and blood is flowing. Good job, everybody. So in a short period of time, you've learned how to strengthen your legs, your upper body, and build some bone density. And be sure to listen to your body as you go through a strength routine. We're going to end with one stretch using our chair today. So I'm going to invite you to stand behind your chair. And you're going to rest your hands on the top of your chair. You could also use a kitchen counter for this. And we're slowly going to step back and allow your feet to stay underneath your hips and let your front body sink towards the floor. So with this stretch, we're opening up behind our legs. You might feel a stretch in your back and also the front of your body. And then I invite you to think about breathing in through your nose with your belly and out through your mouth. Continue to breathe nice and easy. One more time. And then slowly walk your feet up towards the chair, coming up nice and slowly, and give yourself a big pat on the back. Good job.